Hi again, welcome back to Shank's channel. So far we have talked about how we can, manually create EMIs and restore EC2 instance to have the same configurations and data structures within the instance, and I have showed you in my previous videos. And we have also talked about AG implementation auto scaling group to spin up a new instance automatically when the existing one goes down. And in my last, the recent video, we have talked about the backup plans. So how you can schedule the automatic backups. So earlier we were playing with the manual backups, but this was the scheduled backup. In my last video, I left it here because this job was supposed to be created the very next day. So today's the day, and yesterday I recorded those videos. So now I see that there is one EC2 restore job here that ran successfully in the morning, and one more resource or one more restore job is there, which we created on demand yesterday. If you remember, you can again watch the entire video. The last video I had recorded where I implemented the backup plan. But all these solutions didn't solve a specific purpose, and that purpose is nothing but to have the same IP, right? So if this goes down, another one will spin up, but that won't have this. That won't give the same IP. I'm talking about the private IP at present. Okay, so how we can resolve it, right? So we have multiple ways we can implement a load balancer as well, which I'll record in my next video probably. But in this video, I'll try to cover the automation of the entire setup, wherein I'll first use the CloudWatch event bridge. CloudWatch event bridge trigger, will detect the stopped instance and will trigger as soon as it detects the stop or impaired instance. And then what it will do, it will trigger the lambda function actually. So lambda function will have, let me see if I already have the lambda function with the code that I am I have. All right, perfect. So I already have the lambda function created. I already have the CloudWatch event created. I think I created it in past to test this functionality. So let me see when I did create this. I think it was long back, 2 weeks ago. Okay, all right. And when did I create the event bridge rule? Don't worry, I'll again go through this. I won't create new, but I'll go through these setups. Okay, so if I go to rules here in the event bridge, let me go to rules. So I created one rule here. Oh, I deleted that rule. Okay, so let me create the rule. Rule is nothing but the test EC2 recover EC2 and event bridge. I'll keep everything as default. I'll say next, and then I'll go ahead and choose the event pattern. The reason being because I would like to select this. So the provider is what, AWS service. The provider is uh, sorry, EC2. Okay, the event type is instant state change. I'll test it on a state change. That means if instance goes if instance is stopped, then it would take an action. So if it finds any stopped instance, or we can also customize this rule. We can have the status checks failed. We can set it like this, so we can have multiple options here. But for now, I just for you, for the demo purpose, I'll choose this. And specific instance ID, I only have one instance, so I'll say any instance. Otherwise, you can customize it for the specific instance ID. Next, and here I choose a lambda function. What it would do, it would trigger the lambda function because that's the target. I just would like to trigger it. Function I already have. Let's choose this. Execution role, I already have the execution role here. Event bridge lambda function, or you can create anything new. So if I go ahead and look at this role, let's see what it has. Amazon event bridge invoke lambda. I think it's on top. So what it should have, it should ideally have these policies in place. So this is the permission you should have. That resource should be lambda and it should invoke this function. So I'll keep it like this and say next and next, and then I'll say finish, create rule. I mean, okay, the rule is created, and now it's time to switch to lambda. So we already have lambda in place. Okay, so my lambda function has already we already added the trigger. So I already added trigger in the past, right? Now this is the lambda function. What all you need to do is go to configuration first before you put the code here. You go to configuration, edit this, and it was usually default is 3 second, I believe. You can change it to 1 minute at least for the lambda to execute the code. So it uh, takes time, right? And now come back to code. What it is doing, it is let me walk through this. So it is testing, it is getting the name of the test plan or the test plan we have. So it would refer this plan, which I already, I think, modified. When did I modify it? I don't think I modified it, but we can modify it now. So what's the backup plan name? The backup plan name we created is dr test plan, where or we already have one job, any one or I mean one ami created. So I'll say dr test plan, and I'll modify this. So it would refer this test plan if it finds any AMI. So what it do, it will first get the, it will refer this test plan to get the AMI details, and the second step, what is doing, it is detecting the stopped instance, getting the information of the stopped instance, and it is uh, taking the it is referring the image that we from the backup plan, and creating a new EC2 instance using all the details of the existing ones, and then it will again reuse the same IP. It is reusing the same IP here with the reuse because it is terminating in between. So existing one is terminated here, and then it starts launching new one with the same IP. Automatically, it is doing this job. And make sure you modify the above one, the backup plan ID here, dr test plan. And one more thing you should do, you should create the IAM role, or the use the existing IAM role, AWS backup default service role, and what it should have. Let's go to again, and this role is, this should have these permissions. So I am just trying to walk you through. So this is the Amazon policy. You can customize it anyways. It should have these things. Okay, first it should have these permission. This is the DynamoDB and everything, every other permission it is having, but you can customize it to for EC2 instance. Okay, so let's leave it like this, and the same way you should have these permissions. Okay, you can customize it anyways, and rest is all good. Let's see what it does if I stop the instance. Ideally, this plan, this entire automation is when your instance somehow goes down. But now, just to for this demo, I am intentionally stopping the instance for you to see whether it works. Okay, I'll first deploy it, deploy this code. Okay, so let's see if it does something. So I am going to stop the instance. If you want, I can share the code. Let's wait for it to become stop, so that our event bridge rule can trigger this function. We have already set up the trigger here. As you can see, it's enabled, and it's doing the stop. It's detecting the stopped instance. It will trigger on the stop. It will trigger lambda function. See, it is terminated even. It is not stopped. It is terminated even. And if you want, I can go through CloudWatch to see what is it is doing. So in the CloudWatch, I have log groups, And in the log groups, I have few log streams. So this is simple as well as the typical part, because of this lambda function and the code that I have used. That customizing the code is not always easy. So this is for today. Let's see what it is doing. All right. So what it is doing here, triggered, and it is launching new instance and with the same IP. So before, okay, it's terminated. I forgot to check the IP, but you can again watch the video from the beginning and compare the IP. It should be same. So, and what is else it is doing? It is adding the exist new instance to the backup plan as well, because you don't want this to stop here. If your new instance goes down, what would happen? There should be another instance in near future. If it this goes down, it should add here. So let's go to backup plan and see if we have another backup job. I'm sorry, not the backup job, but the resource assignment. So this has come up here under the resource assignment. This was for previous instance, and this is the new one. See, instance ID EE8, and we haven't taken the look. So if we refresh it, see there is another instance, and I'm not sure whether I created the new file here, but it should have the new file as well. Let's try to connect it. See, the IP is same, public IP, because this is not this is the personal environment. I don't have anything private here, so I'm using this public IP to log in. So let's the putty in the putty I would do EC2 hyphen user at the rate IP, and so this is the you can use it for disaster recovery. And what else we can say? uh, High availability. See, yesterday or in my previous video, I created this in my previous instance, and if I check, restore this file and show this skills to the world. So this is the same container, the same file I have got in my new EC2, and see how the magic of the automation. So you don't have to do anything else. You just need to have the lambda function with some correct Python code appropriate with the appropriate syntaxes uh, and the parameters, and everything you can watch here what it is this is doing, and you can have the backup plan created. And trust me, it is added here, then it should create another job tomorrow in the morning, like this. This was for yesterday for the previous instance, and another one would be added here for our new assignment. Okay, so that's how it works. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you will follow it in your own personal environment. Thanks for watching.